yeah, I'm playing my most favorite video game ever! This is my favorite video game of all time! Super Mario 64! Woohoo!
You're playing Super Mario 64, Mr. Wii? I wanna play!
No, Professor Pikachu! You can't play Super Mario 64! I wanna play this game all night, so buzz off, you!
If you don't give me that damn controller, I'll tell everybody your biggest and most darkest secret ever.
You know what? Alright, screw it. I freaking give up. Alright, Professor Pikachu. You can play Super Mario 64. Ugh.
Yay!
What am I gonna do with that doll? Ugh. Enjoy the review. Out of every single video game that I've played throughout the years, and I've played so many video games, far too many to keep track of, the one that has the most significance to me has to be Super Mario 64. When I was 3 years old and I first saw the Nintendo 64, I saw my older brother Steve playing that game, and because I was so young and new to the world at the time, I picked up my first ever video game and I played Super Mario 64 for the very first time. And I ended up loving the game so much. I played the game for hours and hours and hours. And I truly had a blast and I truly enjoyed everything that Super Mario 64 had to offer. And I would have to say, as a video game, Super Mario 64 excels in literally every aspect of what a video game should be. Amazing level design, amazing sound, unforgettable bosses. Super Mario 64 is truly one of the best video games I've ever played. And the game came out on a Nintendo 64 back in 1996. The game was actually a launch title for the Nintendo 64. And to this day, Super Mario 64 is one of the best-selling video games on the Nintendo 64. So, for this edition of Mystery Reviews, we will be looking at one of my favorite video games of all time, Super Mario 64. Woohoo! Let's get this video game review started, shall we? Super Mario 64 is such an amazing video game. This game was the stepping stone and the blueprint for future platforming video games to follow. Around the time Super Mario 64 came out, another game called Crash Bandicoot came out as well, and Sony was experimenting with 3D as well. Crash Bandicoot was such a great game, but Super Mario 64 completely shattered all expectations of how a 3D video game should be structured and presented. Super Mario 64 has 15 courses, and you collect all 120 power stars. Now, what I find really cool about this video game is that you can choose which power stars you want to get at each certain time, giving the player a sense of freedom and a choice on when to get certain power stars. You can beat this video game with a minimum of 70 stars, but if you collect all 120 power stars, you get a special reward, but I won't spoil that for any of you new players out there. Now, what really intrigues me about Super Mario 64 every single time I play it is its simplistic controls and amazing visuals. I'm serious, every level in this game looks visually amazing and the controls in this video game respond very well. Each star mission was different and unique too, adding variety to this video game. All in all, Super Mario 64 is such a fun and engaging video game. Man, Super Mario 64 is such a fun video game. Let's talk about the development of Super Mario 64 now, shall we? Shigeru Miyamoto thought of Super Mario 64's 3D Mario design as far back as Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. Shigeru Miyamoto wanted to utilize the Super Effects chip to create an amazing Mario game. Rumors throughout the years said that this video game was supposed to be called Super Mario FX, but these were just rumors at the time. Shigeru Miyamoto decided to take this project to the Nintendo 64, and thus Super Mario 64 was created. Super Mario 64 came out back on the Nintendo 64 back in 1996. In the first 3 months of 1997, it was the second best-selling console game in the United States, and then the game became the best-selling game ever on the Nintendo 64. Super Mario 64 is such an amazing video game, and its legacy surely can't be mistaken. It's one of the greatest video games of all time. Oh, Super Mario 64. Oh, your gaming greatness. I must play you. I must play the Super Mario 64. Whoa. Pikachu! Did you beat the game? Are you farther into the game?
Well, you see...
He got a game over. No! What the frick, Pikachu? I'm never letting you play this video game ever again. You suck at the game. I am so upset. Let's talk about the story of Super Mario 64 now. And I need to sell that doll off Amazon. The story of Super Mario 64 is that Bowser has stolen all of the Power Stars and has kidnapped Princess Peach. Mario must go through all of the paintings to get all the Power Stars back and defeat Bowser once and for all. The story is fairly simple in this video game, but it was a good story to really set the tone for what this game really is. All in all, the story in this game is good. Alright, let's talk about the gameplay of Super Mario 64 now. Super Mario 64 has 15 courses with 120 Power Stars. Now to advance into the game, you have to collect Power Stars. I have to say that the lush open worlds in this video game are truly what make this video game shine. Courses like Cool Mountain, Dire Docks, and Bob-omb Battlefield are some well-designed and awesome courses in this video game. Platforming has never felt more cooler, and the missions in this video game have a lot of variety. I'm not gonna lie, the 8 red coin missions were redundant, but the other missions like racing Koopa the Quick or battling Bowser or going on top of these platforms really added a lot of variety to this video game. Now this game takes a while to beat. It takes me 6 hours on average to 100% the game, but every single time I play Super Mario 64, I'm always intrigued by its excellent level design and visual design. What makes Super Mario 64 such a good game too is that this game has a lot of secret stars, even adding more variety to this video game. All in all, Super Mario 64 is an amazing video game. Every single time I play this game, I can sit down for hours and hours and truly enjoy this game from start to finish. It's one of the best video games I've ever played. So what are my final thoughts about Super Mario 64? Super Mario 64 is my favorite video game ever. It's my #1 favorite. Whenever I play video games, there is no other video game that captivates me the way Super Mario 64 does. Super Mario 64 literally excels in every single aspect. Level design, gameplay, story. And I've had so many awesome memories of this video game as a kid. To the day I die, I will still be playing Super Mario 64. This video game is, was, and will always be my childhood, and I truly enjoy this video game so much. It has such a strong significance to me as a gamer, and I truly feel that this is one of the best video games I've ever played. Super Mario 64 gets a 10 out of 10. I truly feel that game is easily well deserving of that score, and if you guys are new or have never played Super Mario 64, I recommend this masterpiece of a video game. Heck, if you're a gamer in general, I recommend this video game. Anyhow, thank you so much guys for watching this video game review, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.